Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a Tuesday, the 29th. Man, December. It's Thursday already. Welcome on into the show. Winning free picks only today. That's it. I throw in a little P&P and the other stuff, but I don't even know why I mentioned it because you're not there. Excuse me. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here for winning free picks. 7 days a week. You already know this. I look at lines on Sunday nights and again the Daily Show. As you see to the side here, I have my baseball cards set up. I'm going to do some baseball cards after the fact. We'll see if anybody comes in. Everybody's probably on the P&P channel. Nobody's going to come into this channel. But if people come in, wonderful. We used to get a lot of views on this channel. And we start moving things around. And not as many views. What can we do? It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. Anyway, let's get right to it. NFL yesterday, 33-31. I put the Colts in the chat just so somebody could have something to bet on. I also said the over. I probably should have put both in here. 33-31. It is what it is. But you know what? What are we going to? Week 13, right? This week 13? On the season, 90-50, 35-92 to the positive, 65.7%. So that's how the NFL is going. Pretty darn good. College hoops yesterday would have go 2-1, 28-30. 28-31 or 28-30. I think I should be 28-30, I believe. I think I messed up my my number there. Now I have to go back to. I got to go to my Twitter. Thank goodness I tweet them out on the Twitter universe. Sometimes I have to double check myself. Yeah, we're 26 and that's right. That's right. We were 26-30 yesterday. All right. I was right. Sometimes I make mistakes, like when I put when I click on under instead of over on the premium side of stuff. Charlotte, Maryland, Illinois, and Alcorn State today. I did go 0-2 my plays yesterday. I had Tennessee Martin and Sam Houston. That line moved. I knew I was in trouble. But again, college hoops on the year, 120-90. That's about a 57% clip. Not too bad overall. But again, the free picks, I try to, again, with the picking and choosing, it's tough. I don't know. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. NBA, 10-8, 145. Did the Bulls win yesterday? Tell me the Bulls covered. Did they cover? Tim's shaking his head yes.
Yes, sir.
I knew I should add them to the chat.
Yes, sir.
And that's like the Mavericks. I add them today. I should have. Again, this is the worst because if the Mavs go down and the Bulls yesterday, instead of being 1-1, I'm 0-1. NHL winner yesterday. Devils never in doubt. Are you kidding me? 4-0 in the first period, or 4 goals, I should say, 2-2. And then I needed a late rally, a flurry of action in the third to get over there. Kings under, get the call today. 7-7 plus 32. And 27-26 plus 456 or 26-27 on winner free picks because I messed up. That's a $200 swing there. It happens. Ay. Anyway, it's Twitter. We're on the Twitter. If you're on there, I posted the free picks out there as well. And let's see. It's rolling on YouTube. Looks fine. Wonderful. Let's get to the comments everybody's doing today. Nathan, first one in. Welcome. Lots of marquee matchups. Yeah, a lot of big schools today, right? It's big school day. And I threw a couple of them out here. And they almost made it. Let me tell you, Maryland, it opened at 10.5. And by the time I wrote down all the lines, it was already up to 12. So I got a sneeze coming on, Tim. Get in here.
What'd I do? What happened? Good morning. Wow, a lot of marquee matchup. Yeah, and
I had a sneeze. I had a sneeze coming on. I was like, oh no, I got a sneeze coming on. I gotta get out of here.
All good. I got a lot of ugly plays today. I don't really have much from the big schools today.
Yeah, I was just saying because I liked Maryland at 10. I'm like, because Louisville's just been terrible. But then moved to 13, And I'm like, I can't put this out on a 13er. I mean, I like it. I just don't love it. Same
But I'm
with
not betting Louisville.
yeah, I can't bet Louisville. It's like Florida State. They're just. I mean, I thought Louisville would be bad, right? The new coach.
We have teams that we look at. We go, all right. Even if there's value on them, they're on the no bet list because we just can't do that.
Can't do it. Syracuse,
Louisville, and the other school you just mentioned, Florida State.
Yeah.
And then VMI's on their last legs. If they don't pull through for us today, it's a no go. And then Stony Brook is off the list again.
That it's I feel the way about Florida State because I like this is a team I kind of like out of the ACC. Like they're always kind of good. Can they win? Now they've just been brutal.
I liked Virginia coming into the year. I feel like they're always a live one.
They look pretty good.
And I said it from the beginning because one of the schools I root for is UNC. And I said UNC is the most overrated school coming into this year.
Yeah. Yep.
Because if you think about it a certain way, if they lost to Baylor in the NCAA tournament last year, where are they sitting?
Like top 10, 5-10 team, yeah.
Yeah, mid-teens maybe. They were not a number one team in the nation, not by any stretch of the not at all, and they've proven it.
And I forgot to speak of Baylor. I should have added him here because I did a video yesterday with Lenny, and I like Baylor.
I kind of lean Marquette. What is that? 6.5?
It was 5 yesterday. Oh my God!
We have Baylor as a 3-point favorite.
It's Baylor's just a tough team. They're always a top 10 team the last year. They are good. And listen, Shaka, I like him at the smaller schools, not at like a Big East school. And I know it's like a dog roll still, but I don't know. I think he's got to place like 3 of his top 4 scorers for last year, and they look okay. You're like, oh God, it's Marquette. I don't know, man. I think Baylor's just a deep team.
Yeah, I just play the numbers, and we're not betting the game. We're not betting it. There was no value on us for it because we added around a 3 and it was 5, and so like, yeah. Because if we took every 2 points of value, we'd have 16,000 games a day.
It's the tough exactly because sometimes you're like, I like it.
In order to go after a play, it has to at least have 4 points of value for us, unless it's laying 20 plus points, and then it's got to be like 5 or 6 in order for us to really want to lay.
Yeah. It's like the pick and choosing. Like you kind of like it. Next thing you know, you're going to pick 3 and they go 0-3. The other ones are all 4-0. And you're like, what did I just,
Well, we play the numbers because at the end of the day, there'll be some days where that happens. And then there'll be opposite days where, wow, the plays that we chose went 4-0 and the ones that we didn't pick out went 0-3.
Yeah.
So
I've been, because I'm the same way when it's like nearby. And it's sometimes you either got to play them all or you can't play them. On a light card.
We choose not to play them.
Like on a day like this, if there's like 2 or 3 of them, I'd say, okay, we'll fire them all off. But on a Saturday, when you could have 15, 20 of them, it's like,
That's just our philosophy.
Nathan's saying ECU.
Yeah, against South Carolina State today at home. They're 15-point faves. Teams that we have ranked ranked worse than South Carolina State. Harvard, IUPUI, Mississippi Valley.
Really, you got them that far down? And fourth
we have them like 360 out of 363. We have them that far down. And we think ECU should be about a 19.5-point favorite in this game.
It looks a little low at a 15, right? Do you think they should beat them?
Because at the end of the day, it's still East Carolina. They're not a good basketball school.
Richie P in the like button for me. Richie, I got the cards out behind me. Do a little Cromer. I saw, maybe he'll pop in. He was driving. I was talking to him earlier. Anthony Panda was telling me that Topps is giving Judge and Goldie Croman base cards $20 each. Thank you. I'll take it. Lock it in with the king. What's the word? Just got to bounce back, man. I went 0-2 yesterday in my college hoops. Had a hard time trusting the association. Again, NBA, it's a tough to back NBA. And I say this, Nathan, because if you jump out fast in college hoops, it's easy to forget about NBA. And most of the time, I'm forgetting about NBA because I have college and NFL football. And in college hoops, and I repeat myself, I don't care. I'll say it till it gets through to you. November college basketball, you can find edges especially in the smaller schools. There's 360 schools, 70. I don't even know how many schools there are, and they're all in action.
363 Division I schools.
They're all in action, back-to-backs, 3 and 5 days, all types of tournaments. No reason to run to the NBA. I don't get it. I know people love it for. I do not get the lore. Especially today's NBA where guys sit out. It's a joke. Longwood got it done. I continue to kill it in college hoops. All right, King D. Take it easy there. Longwood again. San Diego, right? They played San Diego last night? Yes. Maryland, first half versus Louisville. Yeah, Louisville, you just fade them. I mean, again, we're talking 2 touchdowns, but still, this team just looks totally lost. I mean, I feel bad for the coach. Team doesn't look good. And the problem is nowadays, it's not like Louisville gets scrub recruits. The way the transfer portal works now, which it should. I mean, if a coach gets fired or quits, he can go start at school next year. There's no reason for kids to sit out of here. That's ridiculous. But man, you get a bad run like this sets your program back. Because these guys are going to leave, and then you got to hit the transfer portal yourself and say, hey, come here, be a starter here. We got to bounce back. That's a whole nother show for that. But, yeah, Louisville. Yeah, Longwood, we don't mind the Longwood. Do you like Virginia today, Tim, against Michigan?
I have it right on that number. I have it at a 4. It's a 3.5, 4.
Yeah.
If I had to look at a side, probably lean towards Michigan as a home dog, but I'm not in the business of trying to fade Virginia right now.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. It's like Virginia's just playing good ball. They look pretty good.
But I do want to mention one thing. And you'll agree with me on this one. The AP polls for college basketball are stupid. How do you have a team go from unranked to number 5 in the nation in 1 week?
Who's that?
Purdue.
Oh, yeah, because they came in, but they beat everybody.
They went up 19 spots. Are you kidding me? I just feel like that's stupid. I don't think that team should be moving up that quickly. Arizona moved up 10 spots. UConn moved up 12. And UNC moved down 17. They deserve to. But how can you have I can't take these rankings seriously if teams are moving up 7, 8, 9, 12, 19 spots. I can't take them seriously.
On the flip side of that, though, at least they respect them beating Duke and UConn. When you beat the teams that are ahead of you, like top 10 kind of teams, at least here they kind of respected to move you up. Where in college football, we're still talking Alabama should be a top 2 team in football. You lose. No, here they bounce you around. Now, granted, it's not 12 games. It's 30, 32, however many teams play.
But at the same time, how do you have a team that moves up 19 positions in 1 week? I feel like that's crazy. But, I mean, they're 6-0. They look good, but 19 spots? Maybe they should have had them preseason ranked. And if they moved up 10 slots or whatever, from 15 to 5, fine. From unranked to number 5 in the country.
That's the way they do it.
I feel like that's a little bit crazy. How about Texas being number 2?
I like that. I kind of like the Texas team. I don't think they're a bad little squad. But again, you move around. But let's go through. You just went on a road, right? Duke, Gonzaga. Arguably, they were basically 1-2 to start the year.
And they pounded both of them.
Pounded them by 20. So you're going to move up.
I understand.
And even West Virginia's not a bad club either. It's not, obviously Marquette's on here, Austin, PA, and Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Again, you should be 3-0. You're happy to go 3-3 or 4-2 with these games. You beat Virginia by 20. 12, and then
West
18,
Virginia.
And then 20. Yeah, West Virginia. 12, 20, 12, 18, and 20.
Yep.
It's convincing fashion. If it was just kind of eking by, I think it would have been maybe something different. Like, all right, we'll move them into the top 15, which would make sense. That would make sense.
That 5 is way too high. I want to. Who do they play next? Never mind. I was gonna say maybe fade them in their next game. Florida State.
Really?
Their next game is Florida State.
Well, I wonder what that line's gonna be.
A lot. Do they have a line? I don't think they would have a line.
And it's at Florida State. I might have to come in and take Florida. I might have to take Florida State in that game.
Well, I need to see what. Let's see. I'm going on BetStamp to see whether or not I could find a line for this game tomorrow. It's Purdue. No, nothing yet. We'll probably get it in about 3 hours. What do we think? What do we think is going to be the spread for it?
Yeah, yesterday's games actually came up kind of early there.
Yeah, they did. Let's see, Florida State's the favorite. Florida State is not the favorite. Sorry, they're
home.
They're home. That's what I was looking at.
I mean, it's gonna. I mean, Purdue will probably listen. If I'm getting more than 10 points, I mean, Kempom's got this at 13. Purdue by 13.
Let's see what I got it at.
That's crazy.
I have my rankings have Purdue as the number 1 team in the nation.
Well, that's what happens.
I have it as a 17-point spread.
When you beat those kind of teams, it jacks you up.
You said it's you said it's what, a 13-point spread according to KenPom.
Yeah,
I got 17.
Huh.
And my top 5 in my rankings are Purdue, Houston, UConn, Texas, Indiana.
Indiana's supposed to be a good club this year.
Yeah.
Duke's got Ohio State tomorrow. Should be a decent game.
Duke and Ohio. I might look towards Ohio State. Well, I need to see what the spread is. That's going to make a big difference.
Boston moneyline, the Terriers. How'd they do yesterday? That early game. Wait, did they have an early game yesterday?
I think they got pounded. I think they got absolutely pounded. No,
they lost by 9 in overtime.
It went to overtime.
They were. Yes, they scored. What's his name was like, the under looked pretty good. It was like, at one point, it was like 30 to 11. I'm like, man, Boston's like a no-show in that game. And then it goes to overtime. Are you kidding me?
I was about to say, it was a blowout. I saw like 52 to 30 something. I looked at, overtime. Wow.
Overtime, that's right.
Sheesh.
Nathan likes Kentucky. Where's Kentucky today? Against Bellarmine. 25, you're going to lay to 25? Nathan, I can't get involved in those kind of numbers like that. World Cup 2-0 so far. USA to win 1-0, take the under. USA to win 0. I can't do soccer.
No, we're betting Iran. Come on.
I think you have to bet Iran, because if Iran doesn't lose, they're going to kill everybody's family, right? Isn't that how? That's what I saw.
So yeah, exactly. In order to make it through, USA has to win this game. They cannot draw. They cannot lose. They must win this game. Iran can advance to the next round with a draw or a win themselves. So we're going to go in. It's the first time that the United States care about soccer in 8 years. USA is going to go draw, get eliminated, and move on. And then they'll be like, soccer what? We don't care. We don't care about soccer.
Knicks Pistons under. Let's see what we got here. $226. Is everybody still out for the Pistons? Hit the Bulls. Yeah, Bulls came in nice, man. They did. Don, how are you? We're gonna try. Gotta get back in the saddle. College hoops. 2-2. 0-2 yesterday. Not where I want to be. Zach Edey. I don't even know who he is. Who's
the big guy for Purdue?
The Purdue's guy.
I remember him from the games last year. He's like a 6'9". He's huge.
Well, they're winning. Corey Jones, what do you got? Virginia and Wisconsin. I know Tim's sort of lead Michigan as a home dog, but it's tough, like he said, man, to not back.
I have it right on the number. I have it right.
That's right. I have it at a 4-2, so I'm like, And Whiskey, Wisconsin. against Wakey, Eggs and Bakey. What is this line? Did this line come down? I thought I saw
I think it's
5.
6.5.
Is it 6.5? Okay. Yeah,
I
it's
thought
still
I saw
6.
6.5. Or somebody mentioned Wake plus 6.5 this morning on my show. I said I have a half-point lean towards Wisconsin. That's just me.
Yeah, that's a toss-up to me. I mean, nothing really there. 76er, I told is going to ride next year. Who for the Purdue kid? 7-footer? Starting to like Wisconsin more and more. Oh boy, I got nothing. This game, I went right past it when I was writing down the numbers. Did not. A couple. Again, I have a few in the chat here that almost made the cut today. We'll see how we do. Lex is in the house. Where you been, my guy? 6-leg parlay, 60 to 1,600. Lost because the over in the Stars Blues. So you're the reason I lost that because you threw it in there. Because the best way to go 5-1 is to put in a 6-legger. I had the over in that game too. What happened there? It's 1-0. Every time I looked up, it was 1-0 in that game. England needs to win this game to make the final 16. Minus 210 in soccer. Oh boy. Minus 210. Johnny Cakes today, St. John's against LIU laying 32. I almost put LIU in here at 32. I saw St. John's. The one kid the line's gone up. So
Talk
maybe he's
about
playing.
crappy teams. Holy crap. LIU.
LIU's bad, but
what do we have? LIU we have close to the bottom with everybody.
Yeah, they're bad. But the
357.
I think the one kid for St. John's might be out with a concussion, and the other kid might be out. They have 2 guys. I mean, it's still. I just look at 30. I can't lay 30 when I know 2 starters are out on the other team. You know. Lex says USA money line. Oh boy. Missouri at Traverse. I don't like Wichita. You know, Tim was talking about his teams early, who you kind of. Again, there's 587,000 college basketball teams. So you have teams that you like and you want to bet on. So Wichita is a team that I don't want to bet on. I don't like Wichita. I'm like, but they seem to bite me in the ass. I want to take Mizzou, but Wichita's grabbed me. Had to move on. Had to get over it like a bad ex, like a bad relationship. I'll move on from Wichita. Like FSU. I'm saying I don't want to take FSU tomorrow plus double digits. There'll be double digits at home. I don't know how they're going to open up. I don't care what the numbers going to say. The numbers going to say double digits, and it's one of those spots where it's like you have to take them, but they're begging you to take double digits. And Purdue wins this one 66 to 42 or something. Just something. Yeah, Wichita, the Shockers. They shocked me by winning. Anyway,
I think everybody remembers Wichita from like their Final Four run.
Yes,
like 8 years ago.
That's fine.
They're not the same team.
It's not. They play in the American.
Yep.
Different. You got a different coach. It's everything.
They're not the same team. They're not the same team. Who did they play? They played Butler in the Final Four that year, didn't they?
Well, they were undefeated, and then they put them in the same bracket as Kentucky, and they battled Kentucky until like the end. Kentucky ended up winning that year. Remember, Kentucky was really good. Yeah.
Wichita State Final Four run.
Yeah,
I think they were Final Four run. Made 2 appearances in the Final Four, losing both games. 2013, they made their second appearance, losing to Louisville, 72 to 68. So now I'm going to go ahead and look up the 2013 NCAA bracket because that's what I do. Which included, that year they went and beat Pittsburgh. They were the 9 seed, beat Pittsburgh, beat 1 seed Gonzaga, beat LaSalle, which was a 13 seed that made it to the Sweet 16.
Yes,
then beat Ohio State, lost to Louisville. I believe Louisville ended up winning the national championship that year. So,
yeah, no, definitely not the same club.
No,
but they've taken a step back. It's still they're an all right team, but they're not. They're a team I want to fade. Davidson is playing. They got Charlotte, right? I like Charlotte here. because this is 5. I thought this line came down, and I don't understand why. I'm going to take the 49ers to Charlotte. Purdue doesn't cover large numbers. Really? They just beat Duke and Gonzaga by 20 and 18 points respectively. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't be dropping those. What are we doing in here? What the heck? What the freaking Markel? I can't be dropping that in here. I didn't even realize you curse it in here.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm starting to type up my stuff for tomorrow.
No, not you. Markel wrote that in there. I was like, I just pulled up his comment about Maryland, Illinois, and he's
Higgs. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, Michael, how are you today?
You need to fix your autocorrect. If that's what it's changing it to, you need to.
Oh, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, Nate, for the we're going back to this Davidson game. I kind of like Charlotte. Again, I almost used them as a play. They made the chat. That's that. Is Richie? Is Richie still here? So I was talking to Anthony this morning. I was over at Walgreens. So they have these crazy little packs. They're $4.99. Not that anybody cares about the baseball, but Richie's here, and sometimes David's here. So I picked up these little boxes, and there's trash inside there. I got a 85 Willie Randolph. Not that you care. Look at this one I pulled out here. Way before you were born, Tim. You probably weren't born in 85. But how about a 1980 Rick Williams? I don't know. Fun stuff. There you are, Richie. I see him. And then I got some derelict Donruss packs came in it. 90 and 87s. Look at this one. This one's like, it just opened itself up. I breathed on it. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Look at this guy's name. Tillman Skaney. Goes by the name Ty. Shane Rowley, Tim Burke, Gary Lucas, Garth York, Tracy Jones, Guidry, Kent DeColvey, Dave Palmer, Brooke Jacoby, Mickey Brantley, Jose Leanraid, rookie, Dale Schvem, and a Kurt Young. Nice. I get the fire pit going. The fire pit going for that hot mess.
I always like all the players with the fun names. I remember the best name with us growing up. There was a guy that played on the San Diego Padres. His name was Kevin Kuzminoff, and we just thought that was just the funniest name.
I just can't control myself. I just opened this 88 one. Gary Reedus, Marvell Wynn, Mickey Tettleton, Doug Alexander, Smiley, Ken Oberfell, Martinez, Lee Smith, Dave Hengel, Greg Minton, Ron Darling, Milt Thompson. There's a George Brett.
Yeah, George Brett.
You've heard of George Brett before.
Yep, the cork bat.
No, that was a Pine Tar.
Pine tar
game. Versus
Pine tar game. I knew it was something with the bat.
Here's a Doc Gooden. Another Ken Oberfell. John Fishel. Wow, two. Look at this. You got to love this. Ken Oberfell. Ken Oberfell. And then 4 cards later, another Ken Oberfell. Double Ken Oberfells.
Nice.
That's how quality control. Donruss. 1989. I'm gonna file a complaint. There we go. Big Texas, Nolan Ryan. Not bad. Anyway. Sometimes you get some good guys, especially the 87s. You get guys with great mustaches. They look like something out of a free candy van comes in the neighborhood. NBA tonight, Tim.
I'm on
this loaded card today of NBA.
And I got plays in 2 out of the 3 games. I'm with you on the Mavericks. I was on them yesterday before they turned to a dog. I'm just gonna fade the Warriors on the road, who are 2-9 this year.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna keep fading them on the road. Other than that, I'm on the Pistons plus the points because they're a home dog and they're still hitting. Home dogs are still hitting at 58%.
I mean, I understand it's like it's like a small. It's basically a pick. I'm like, can they win? But they haven't played well and. Okay, they've won 3 in a row, 2-9 on the road, and the Mavericks have dropped 4 straight? I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot with the Mavs there.
Yep, 100% on the Mavericks.
Islanders and Bruins on the ice today. The Isles versus Philly, 196. I hope that's a puck line, Nathan. And Boston against Tampa Bay. Tampa got rolled last night, right? I mean, probably a.
No, they didn't.
Did they win? I know they were up 5-1. I saw it was like 5-5 at one point or something.
No. It was Sabres were up 5-3 with 5 minutes to go, and then the Sabres just could not stay out of the penalty box for the last 5 minutes. Gave them 2 goals, and then they won it on overtime.
6-5 in OT. I guess so. Today's play would probably be Boston puck line after that kind of wild game.
Probably, yeah.
Right, puck line.
Plus, Boston's got they've won their first 12 home games this year, and then if you go back to last year, I think it's like 15 in a row.
I mean, they're 18-3. Last time I said to take Boston here was like, do we take Boston at plus 102 or Florida at minus like 105? I'm like, I guess it's Florida.
Them,
yeah, Florida ended up winning that game, but
no, they didn't.
I mean, Boston won that game? No, Boston lost. I thought.
That's right. Nick was on Boston. I said, I kind of lean Florida puck line. And I think
it was either Florida. Yeah, you had to go Florida puck line or you had to take plus money. That's why it's kind of like it's taking. How do you not take a team that's 17-1 getting plus 1-2? But as we say, even in baseball, that's the time to go opposite.
Teams lose.
That's the time to go opposite. Richie's pumped up with my bad Donruss cards. Blazers against the Clippers. I could do that because I'm just not a Clipper guy. So, sure. You want to take the Blazers first half? Take them for the game. I mean, what's the difference? 2 in the first half, 3 for the game? Irvine. I like the 13 with Cal Irvine. I got them as well. They're my 5-pack today. I'll let you in on that little secret. Now you know all 20 people watching or everybody's watching on Facebook here or Twitter, I should say. We'll try out for the third one. We'll try out YouTube. We'll cover them all. Captain Bry. Heard you talking NHL ties earlier. You can get the 2 games you're talking about for plus 1706 at FanDuel.
Yeah, Nick was talking about because he runs his model. He says he's going to start betting draws on any games that he has that are within half a point or half a goal. He's going to start running that, and he mentioned 2 of them today. I'm not sure if he's actually betting them, but that's what he's doing. He mentioned that during the show. I'm not a big hockey person, so I just said, okay, have fun.
Yeah,
he's doing well in hockey.
I don't mind hockey. Again, you see how I bet. I'm a kind of total puck line kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, me too.
And I try to find little spots. Like that Boston game now kind of jumps at me a little puck line after that crazy game last night.
Keep in mind, Tampa Bay did have their backup in last night, and they have their first string in today with Vasilevsky. Because they had Elliott in last night.
All right, well that's good. Then I will not play that game.
But Boston's got Olmark, who's starting to get Vezina votes. So,
why wouldn't he? When it's 18-3, you're not. Who cares? They're winning every game.
Yeah.
Any dogs in college? Who do we got today?
Irvine outright. Let's do it.
Well, sure. I'll go in-state doggy.
Let's go.
How about a little Alcorn for an upset? Believe it or not, I got him here in the chat. Just Grand Canyon has not really done it for me. I'm trying to find like a smaller kind of. You think?
How about VMI? I got VMI today.
You got Presbyterian, right?
Yeah.
See, I like that Presby bunch. But
the Blue Hose.
That's right. Knowing's half the battle. That's what Flint taught me. G.I. Joe. And so what do you got here? Kansas got smoked by the Raptors. Lost with Seattle. 8-10. Listen, you go 8 out of 10 is not too bad. You lose a couple. The Raptors are tough, though. I think Tim said the other day, Anton. Raptors at home.
Raptors at home every single game. I think they're after last night. I think it's 8-2 at home now. 7-3 against the spread. Just going to keep backing the Raptors at home. They're healthy now. Keep it rolling.
And I like Seattle with you against Washington. So Markel says disregard. I wish I took Pitt money line instead of spread yesterday. Yeah, that's an ugly game. Again, I didn't bet it. I know I said in the chat here I liked the Colts. I kind of like the over. Just and I think I'm leaning to how about a little Patriots money line here on Thursday night. I think I might do some Patriots money line. I haven't bet this game yet.
Yes,
I might come in
Patriots
on
money
Patriots.
line.
This is a bad spot here for Buffalo. We got to go back to them traveling to Detroit in the snow. They didn't practice that week. Again on the road. Rival. I mean, listen, the points are great. I'm sure people are going to take the points. I understand. I'm not going to be shocked at a Patriot win here.
Patriots will be a circuit play for us this week.
Yeah. Listen, Irvine's a tough little squad. Yeah, Grand Canyon, not look good. That's what happens. You get rid of Thunder Dan Marley, things fall apart. Well, they got rid of him a couple years ago. Yeah, Houston's pretty good. What are they laying tonight? 20. Well, this line I saw was at 22. I'm like, man, it looks a little low. Because I like kind of Norfolk. That's a small team, but Houston, and I've said this multiple times here about the Cougars. They're winning this game 94-45, or it's going to be like 55 to 40. Like it'll be either them winning by 30, it's not even close, or it's going to be the ugliest game you've ever seen. They win by 15. You're like, how the heck did these guys win? Because this is the kind of game they play like that. This is a team I could see. Really, I will not be shocked if Norfolk doesn't score 50 points. I can see them scoring less than 50 here. Houston will come out with their defense. And this is why Houston's a good team. Because they could come out and beat you in that 55-50 kind of game. Or they could drop 88 on you and beat you 88-66. I mean, we were on Houston big last year. The Blue Hose are bad. No, look at this guy, bad-mouthing Presby. Take the greats in the house. Look at take the under. Under which game? Which game under? What game? We're talking that NFL game? I think it's 5.5. 5.5 for the Bills. Maryland minus 12 and over to 134. Maryland could put up 80 alone. Yeah, Louisville. We were talking about this fade in Louisville. They're not good. And Mizzou today over Wichita. Again, we're not Wichita fans here. No thank you for the Shockers. You said home 25.5. Yeah, this opened at 23. I was shocked it was so low. I still kind of like Houston, though. I think this game is 86-52 written all over it, something along those lines. The Lobos are 6-0. Little New Mexico. NC State 20.5 against, where are they at here, NC State?
The old Bill and Mare.
Oh, the Tribe. Nah, no thank you. I mean, William Mary's having a bad year. They've had a bad couple years, but that's too much for me. Team total over Houston, yes. Patriots and the Bills under. I could do it under there because I think the Patriots offense is terrible. I don't know what the total is off the top of my head for that game. I got to look. Where's my sheet here? 45? It was a 45 when we did look headlines. We just got legal Maryland to bet. Not sure if they'll let us bet on Maryland teams. Yeah, sometimes they freak out like, you can't bet the local college. All right. Ridiculous. Teaser, Patriots in the over. Love my teasers. Oh, speaking of teasers, I got a teaser Tuesday in here for NFL. Where is it? Oh, it's scrolling underneath. Hold on a second. Broncos, Titans, Bengals. Woof. That Bengals line, I wanted it at 3. I was hesitant, and they, you know what to say? Who hesitates? Something baits, and it's 2.5. So I might, for this show, we'll probably have a Bengal money line in here on Sunday. But
hey, a Bengals money line would go really nicely with a Jets money line too.
Yeah, that Jet game is tricky out of 3.
They're saying that those two teams are equal.
I don't. I mean, the defense for the Jets is what probably equals out the offenses. And I like White. I liked White last year. You know, I like White. I was when Zachy got hurt, I thought he's going to come in and do well, and Jack's not going to get his job back. That's why they didn't play him. That's why I put Flacco in there. And Flacco somehow managed some wins, and they're just happy to get some wins out of him.
Yep.
Dude, White can play.
Yes, he can, and I'm very impressed with him.
Remember
he had an almost perfect game last game, 22 for 28 or something. Fantastic.
Remember Dak got hurt. I said, "Go get me Matt White. Get me White." I saw him perform. I mean, listen, I can't complain about Cooper Rush going 6-2 or whatever the heck he did, but still.
Yeah, no. And I'll say it's going to be hard for Minnesota to win when Jefferson doesn't get anything. When Jefferson gets shut down against who's statistically the best cornerback in football right now.
Darrell Revis is still playing?
Sauce Gardner.
I know.
He's been statistically he's been the best cornerback this year.
So you're telling me Adam Thielen's going to go off for 200 yards?
Yes.
And TJ Hockenson.
That's exactly correct.
The Red Hawks, Miami, Ohio versus Jackson State. 4.5. Oh, boy. Why does that look a little low to me here? Against a Jackson State club. Let me find Jackson State. Where is Jackson State out of here? Where are they at? Because I wasn't high on Miami coming into the year. I looked at this, like their last game. Let me pull it up. And I thought about, I was like, oh man, I forgot who they're playing. I'm not sure if I. Little Rock. And because Little Rock was a team I bet early, I'm like, oh boy, do I still want to get on Little Rock here? And they ended up beating them handily, giving 3. But hold on, let me get Jackson State here out of the. I think we're in the SWAC land or somewhere. Where's Jackson State? Here we go. You know what? Let's lay it. Let's lay it with Miami, Ohio here. I don't mind. Now, because I mentioned Little Rock, they did play Little Rock. They lost to Little Rock. I mean, 94-91. They want to get up and on the court. Other losses, Michigan, Indiana. Hey, we're in town. Let's play Miami, Ohio. Get your payday. It is what it is. I'll go 4.5 with you here. Boise, first half, 9.5. Where's Boise? Against Northridge. Oh, CSN. Northridge is a bad club. You know what? I'll do that with you. Right? You're in the altitude, Northridge. I get it. Rob, finally, it's taken you a while, but the Jordan Love fan club president that you are, it's finally starting to take shape for you. Membership will be going up pretty soon. Brown versus Central Connect Kit. I kind of like, so hold on a second. This is a 4.5 now for Brown. I want to take Central. I know the line's moved up a point. I hate saying I like the team because I'm not betting it. And Central's bad too. I mean, you want to fade a bad team, they're 0-7, I guess. Maryland versus Loserville. That is a 15. This was a 10.5 on openers. It's 15 now. See, this is where it gets out
at that point. It's getting closer and closer to betting Louisville, and I will not.
Yeah, just
it can get up to a 25, and I probably still won't bet Louisville.
You know, it's like you can't Ugh. But you see that, you're like, man, I wish I would have took it when it was 10. I mean, I wish I took it at 12 if I knew it was going to 15, but yeah, Louisville's in trouble. I don't know. All right, let me pull back the other banner here. All right, so today I got Charlotte, Maryland at 13 here, Illinois and Alcorn. Mavs and NBA, Kings under on the ice. And there you go. There you have it for Tuesday's midday money. Morning Woods up next. And I'm out of here. Richie P, stick by. Head over to the other channel. We're going right to some Topps Chrome. Anybody go to YouTube, Sean Higgs, if you like want to hear me ramble on some more. It's fun. I enjoy it. Maybe I'll set up the other computer and have a, actually I'm not doing 80s. We're not doing 80s packs. Otherwise I would put on like some expose or something. Little Bananarama. Anybody out there? Anyway, all right. New edition. We're out of here. See everybody tomorrow. Good luck. Bye-bye.